Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bear Pop. I'm your host, Julien Johnson, aka Jules, and I actually just dropped the album as well. So haha, yeah, let's go. And of course, you know what I'm going to ask first. How is everybody doing today? Like, just speaking to the general audience, who are the people who are listening and stuff. How are y'all doing today? Because like for real, like it's a Friday, it's Explore Morgan Day. Haven't had this like a live in-person one in 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. Shout out to the people who had to do it online the last few years. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real warriors. Again, shameless plug, I dropped my album today called Time Will Tell. Go to my IG at JUELZ_IS and all that type of stuff. And then, it really is a great day today. I'm praying for a great weekend that also leads to my birthday, Tuesday, April 26th, and all that. I'll be 21 and happy to be alive and all that. Turn up. Ooh. I love my Bear Pod family, and I'm seeing all these prospect students over here. You guys all look great. Also, I like the dye you got in your hair right there. Like that. That's fire to me. I just want you to know that. But again, today is also the illustrious Morgan State University's open house day today.
Emphasis on illustrious.
Emphasis on illustrious. And this is where Morgan has hundreds, even thousands of students to come to our beautiful campus to just get a small taste of what campus life and beyond is like, and ask many questions, and ask as many questions as possible. This trip was the nail in the coffin that made me want to attend the illustrious Morgan State University.
Illustrious!
And as a kid coming from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, this is like my only time to come here, because other than that, that's 900 miles, for those of you who don't know. I would like to know where some of y'all are from when y'all eventually come over here and everything.
I just want to give everybody a big welcome, because it may seem like a big and unfamiliar place now, but as soon as you explore a little bit, and it's kind of what this day is for, it'll become a little bit more familiar and a smaller place, and it'll feel like home, like it's becoming to feel like for me.
Yeah, for me, this is my last open house. Like, being a part of it.
Right, man.
It's graduating in a month, turning 29 days. Yes, full circle moment.
Right.
So, yeah, I just want to say welcome to Morgan, and hope you guys love it. And, yeah.
I just want to say welcome, guys. I hope you enjoy your time exploring Morgan. Hopefully, we'll see you here next year for next couple semesters.
Emphasize the MPPD, bro.
Multi-platform production.
Whoa. Calm down. I'm multimedia journalism. I'm a producer of this podcast.
Forget all that. MPPD!
We're not downplaying any other majors.
Right. MPPD, come join me.
But seriously, though, raise your hand if y'all would like to actually come in here and talk and stuff like that. All right, so we got 4 people instead of 3, which actually works out well. As long as you guys can hear the great content, I think that's all that really matters at the end of the day. So I'm just going to get started by introductions real quick. Name what you want to major in, and let's see. High school, and we have an interesting question you think we can answer.
Fun fact.
What are you looking forward to today?
Fun fact. Yeah, what are you looking forward to today, and a fun fact?
All right, cool. So, what's the majors?
Oh, it's MPPD or multimedia. So MPPD is multi-platform production. You got multimedia journalism, and then you have strategic communications. That's the ones that are in this book.
Yeah, how y'all doing today? My name's Derek.
It's already pretty loud.
Yeah, I'm Derek. I'm from PG County, Maryland, Fairmont Heights High School. Big shout out to y'all. And what I want to major in is MPPD. Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
MPPD, come join me.
All right, cool. One fact about me. One interesting fact, I'm just an athlete, man. I like to play sports. I like to be active. And what I look forward to is the different majors and learn more about Morgan State. And, yeah.
My name is Terrell McSears. I come from Waldorf, Maryland, and I go to St. Charles High School. I pretty much want to major in MPPD. I want to go into the broadcasting field. I want to be on air. I want to do things like this, and I want to make sure that a lot of people can have a lot of relevant information for not only just for me, but for other people as well. One fun fact about me is that I'm a straight-up gamer. I also do my county's news. So it's really exciting to be in this spot right now. And something I look forward to is actually studying at Morgan State University in the summer for CASA's program. And I really want to push my limits and see what Morgan has to offer me.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jaden Foreman. I'm from PG County, and I come from St. Mary's Riken High School. I want to major in multimedia journalism, but I am interested in dipping into MPBD. So, I'm just excited to, dip into each major and kind of, form my own. One fun fact about me is I actually am really into music. I like to write my own music. I like to sing. I basically like to do everything within the production, field. In one of my old high schools, I was a theater major, and I also dipped into production and music and everything. So I'm really excited and looking forward to that. And one thing at Morgan that I'm looking forward to, I just want to know if this is really the right school for me.
Just sidebar. 1, I do music. I said before. 2, I'm on the choir as well. 3, I'm a multimedia journalism major also. So, just if you got any questions, you let me know, you know what I'm saying? I'll even get you a scholarship on the choir and everything like that. She's also on the choir right here, Bree, as well. But that's just another thing, stuff like that.
I was about to say another sidebar, bro. You say you into gaming?
Mm-hmm.
Morgan State has an esports team.
Yeah, we do have an
in
esports
2020, team. We champions. We won the Splitgate Rocket League championship, bro. We pretty good.
I like that.
But you can go ahead and join that.
Last but not least.
Hi, everyone. I'm Zania. I'm from Jersey. I want to major in MPPD. I'm actually a transfer student at my community college. I'm the editor of the radio station. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And prior to going to community college, I did attend a PWI, so no shade or nothing, but I'm just looking forward to more unity and just seeing more people like me around campus.
We know.
Yeah.
We know. You ain't gotta say too much. What's understood don't have to be explained. You know what I mean?
Just to let you know, we call them half and halves over here, not Arnold Palmer. So you all right.
But in all seriousness, we do have the WAA, the radio station as well. We want to try to work with them as well and all that. But they got dope stuff going on over there, and they're really becoming more student run. So check that out too. That's actually on the 3rd floor also. But it's instead of making a right, you make a left, and it's over there too. But we're gonna get into just a few different questions. We got 4 of y'all. Not everybody will be able to answer every question, but we'll try to make sure we can get as much as possible. So I just want to know, just to clear the air, right? What are your top college choices, and why is Morgan your top choice? I'm just spitballing. Anybody want to answer as to why Morgan is and will be your first choice?
All right, so I actually have been looking into a lot of colleges. I did go into a dual enrollment program with CSM. It's a community college, and the one I went to was in La Plata. I also got a scholarship from Virginia Wesleyan University for $20,000, but I decided to turn it down because it's still a lot of money. But I was looking into Morgan because actually 2 of my cousins are here. I don't know if y'all know them, but Tony and Anaya, if you're listening, what's up? When I went to Morgan, they gave me this opportunity to go into CASA. I took a jump on it, and all the majors, everything that I wanted was here. It was close. Everything that I wanted was here. It was really close to my family. An hour or 2 away is not really that big of an issue. And honestly, I just feel like Morgan is right for me in a sense to expand, especially since it's an HBCU, and a lot of people actually don't really have this opportunity, so I'm really glad to be here.
Okay, I'll take one more for this question.
Okay, so I actually applied to a lot of schools.
As you should.
And actually, my parents made me. But I'm actually really grateful.
Shout out to the parents.
I'm actually really grateful that they did because it actually surprised me, and I got a lot of money, and I'm thankful for that in scholarships. But what makes Morgan one of my top, some of the other schools that I've been looking at, is Drake University. They are like really good for multimedia journalism, all that type of stuff. Ohio University, but the main reason I've been looking at Morgan University is, well, all my life I've gone to majority black schools, except for like the last couple of years of my high school years. I transferred to a PWI, and I noticed that although they're cool, I just feel like I'm more comfortable around people who are like me, who can relate to my experiences, who can like just relate on a different level that other people cannot. And so I really think it's important to really consider an HBCU, because I feel like I kind of owe it to myself to go to an HBCU. So that's one of the reasons why Morgan is in my top schools, and they also have a really good multimedia journalism program. So that's the reason why I really consider it high up there.
Okay, so I want to ask this one, like, what are some questions that you guys have that you would like to do, especially we're at HBCU and everything? So like, what are some things I want to know about the experience and all that type of stuff, so we can really, like, you know, spitball a little bit and tell you guys some of the things that y'all want to know, because this is about y'all. It's not about us. This is about y'all. What do y'all, what are some things y'all want to know? Yes, and here.
What do you guys like best about Morgan?
I love the family environment. Like, it's people that you don't meet literally like whole year, like, and then I know where you'll meet them. Next thing you know, you feel like you can just say anything to them. Like, because the people on this campus, like, they really care. And that's what really sold me when I first came here for Explore Morgan Day 3 years ago. It was 2019. Oh, fudge, I'm old. But, you know, I felt like everybody was just talking to me. Everybody was like, yeah. You know, it seems fake at first, but then the more you see it, the more you see from everybody, and just having the genuine conversation, you're like, yo, this is really, like, genuine. Like, people really care about you. Like, a random person will literally, like, see you down or something like that, and sometimes they'll literally be like, yo, like, you good? Like, they may have seen you in passing before, but then, like, you're usually happy. You know, like, what's going on? And, like, they really care. Like, that's one of the things I really love about Morgan, that it's the connections on top of that. People are always looking out for you. They're always trying to get you a job, get you an internship, get you opportunities to work on projects with them, especially in this major and this building as a whole. Like, they really do all that, and those are my favorite things about Morgan.
I can say for me, my favorite thing is, me personally, I learn a lot of things like the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of takes me having to fall a couple times for me to realize where I'm going at. And Morgan State is real. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you come in here and you thinking you just about to be in a sheltered place. You dig what I'm saying? Those type of places don't really get you that equipped for the real life world. You dig what I'm saying? You're not running into hiccups, problems, tripping up or nothing. But Morgan State's going to make it very apparent to you that no matter what's going on here, you still got to have a clear goal in your mind to achieve your goals. And it'll keep you real steadfast. And it really helps you realize how to solve problems, even though currently there may not be a solution to that. But it lets you know that no matter what, you can't quit. Because if you quit now, you always going to quit.
And then we're just going to have this last question right here, and then we'll keep pushing everything. So you got anything you want to ask?
Yeah, man. How are the sports here and clubs?
Sports are actually pretty good. We are Division I. A lot of people probably really don't realize that we are Division I. The girls' basketball team is fire. The boys' basketball team is, the women's basketball team is fire, and the men's basketball team is going to come up as well. They had a really great 5-game winning streak to end the season before they lost in a tournament. The football team needs work, but, you know, they're putting in the necessary things to make sure that they get the work.
And we get a new training staff, too.
It's developed. Yeah, they're getting a whole new training staff and all that type of stuff again. Hopefully it works out this time. But in general, I mean, there's a women's bowling team, actually.
And they fire, too.
They're fire. We got esports. There's sports in the name and all that. But, you know, we got a lot of different things. But I just want to thank y'all again for coming and talking. Did y'all enjoy yourselves a little bit?
Yes.
That's all I can ask for. That's all I can ask for. Again, my name is Julien Johnson. If y'all end up coming here, always look out for me and for other people that you see here. Learn about different things. And when you come to campus, if you do choose here, explore. That's what you want to do, all right? Go explore, and especially today, go explore. All right, so y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all day, and thank y'all for coming and talking, you know.
Y'all remember MPPD, come join me. That's it.
I got it.
I turn down.
All right. Thank you, guys. Y'all hurry up. Go grab your bags. Let's show y'all some next things. We gotta go. That's right.
All right, so for the second half of the episode 5. We're going to go over a little bit of open house. You see in the first half, we were talking to the students and all that type of stuff. So right now, we're going to talk about, again, open house and about our own experiences with open house this time and even in the past. So I brought on 3 of our SME, subject matter experts to have this second half discussion. So would y'all like to introduce yourselves real quick?
My name is Antonio, man. Sophomore, multimedia journalism major.
I'm Kelsee Perry. I'm a senior multi-platform production major.
And I'm CharNae Brown. I'm a junior multi-platform production major.
So how do y'all feel about like open house as a whole? Because this is more of an open discussion. Like just how'd you guys feel about it? Underwhelming, overwhelming, kind of mad? Like what was it?
It was cool. It was definitely out of my comfort zone. And I was like crapping my pants the entire time leading up to it because I didn't really think that I'd be able to do it. But there actually wasn't much for me to do because I had like designated plans already made for me with the thing that everyone did in the studio. So it was fun.
Nice.
It was fun for me because I was getting video all over. So I was seeing them get lectured by the dean. I was in there with Bear TV when they actually did skits, which was really cool.
They did skits?
Yeah, they did skits in
See,
there.
I didn't even see it.
So the guys, they were like dancing and stuff, and the girls, they pitched like a podcast, and then other guys explained why they would want to come to Morgan. And it was actually really cool to just see them. They were really into being there. Like, it wasn't like my parents dragged me. Like, they were excited to be there, which was really cool to see. And I think they were really excited to see the equipment that we had. It was fun seeing parents. They were like recording their kids, like, oh my God, my kid is so special. Like, it was cool.
I love that.
I swear. Antonio?
I love seeing the parents with the high schoolers, watching them experience college, even though they're not really here yet, but watching them just experience everything going on. And especially, I didn't have a proper send-off to high school or even a proper introduction to college. So just seeing that, it made me a little emotional, but it made me like, not like a sad emotional, just a happy emotional. I don't know, just seeing them come in. It was great seeing it. I never went to an open house. I skipped that whole process. They just kind of threw myself in the water at Morgan.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick because that's why I want to make sure you was here to talk about that because me, CharNae, and Kelsee, like we've at least had the opportunity to go to an open house before, and it sealed the deal for me to come to Morgan. I was like, oh, we like this, and then like a week later, I put it like $50 or something like that to the admission fee or whatever, and I was sealed. So like, how did you I know you're from Baltimore too, so I guess that plays a factor. But like, how was that process? You not really being able to feel what Morgan was about until you really got here.
So what made it even worse is that even when I first got here, I still didn't feel what Morgan was about because I had online classes. I was doing my online classes from home. I was doing my online classes from my work. It was just, our open house was every week we got a video about, it was for 2 weeks. Every day we got a video about Morgan. about a certain
promotional ad.
Basically. And Monka from
that's my guy. That's actually my advisor for Smooth.
He was the one doing the videos. Like,
makes sense.
Yeah, every day.
He has to. That's his job.
He was the one doing the videos every day, and we would just see certain things. I'm not gonna lie. After a point, I just stopped watching the videos because I wasn't getting the. I just wasn't
the
getting
vibe.
The
you
vibe.
Wasn't really getting the vibe.
And he used to give us like quizzes every day. And if you did all the quizzes, you got like a free Morgan shirt. And I remember the first quiz, it was like, what are Morgan's colors? And it was like orange and blue and orange, black and purple, a bunch of random things. And I put blue and orange, and then I got the answer wrong because it's orange and blue. And then I was like,
ain't no way.
I swear to God. I swear on my life.
It's orange and blue,
it
technically.
Is. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just going to get the experience.
All right, I'm going to head out.
Yeah, basically. So I'm going to get the experience when I get the experience. But this semester, last semester too, I feel like I'm really been a part of Morgan. It's not just been me going to work, going to school, just like phasing here. I really feel like I'm a part of the community here. I really feel like I made myself feel known and great around the communications department. So, yeah.
No, for real though. But Kelsee and CharNae, like I said, we had open house, so like we know like what it was supposed to be. So, well, first I want to start with Kelsee because you have a very interesting little story about that. If you would like to share.
Oh my god. Okay, so I went to open house. I think this was like 2018. I came to Morgan's open house. I didn't want to stay in Maryland at all, but I came to Morgan's open house and I was like very nervous. It was very big. I don't know if this place is like still a part of the school, but there was like these balloons and there were people that were so happy to be there. Like I kind of felt like I was in Get Out a little. I was like, you guys can't be this happy about a school.
No, that's crazy.
After the gym moment, where they let us go off to see the schools, like I was like, I can't do this anymore. I have to go. But my anxiety was so high, and I was just like, these people are actually considering me to be a person. It was really weird.
Considering you to be a person.
Because it's like from teenage child and like being baby to then people looking at you like you're an adult that can make your own choices. It was just weird to me. So I had to leave. But then I went to the open house at Bowie, and I decided to go to that school because there was a guy leading the tour who was in military garb, and I was like, I'm going to marry this man. I was in my military phase. I was like, I love military guys. Like, this is everything. I did not marry him, and I don't care about that man anymore. And now I'm back at Morgan, so everything turned out fine.
Came full circle.
Yeah.
It definitely came full circle.
Yes.
Went to school for a guy.
Went to school for a man.
Left the school for myself, though, so shout out to him.
Hey, see, there you go. Beyonce would be very proud.
Yes.
CharNae?
Yeah, okay, so I came during 2019 for the open house.
Woo woo.
And, you was there, right?
Yeah, we was lit.
Yeah. It gave HBCU experience.
It definitely did.
It definitely gave that. And my top school was UMBC. So UMBC's open house was literally just like, you're looking at pamphlets and they're like, this is the school, welcome. And that was it. That was literally it. If you don't know UMBC, it's a PWI. It's very basic. Like
it's not an HBCU.
It's very rigorous. Like it's all about the studies. And I come to Morgan and it's like pep rally. You got the step. You got the people singing. I'm just like, wow.
They had a dance church. They had a Christian dance group dance.
Yeah, they did. I remember that.
Yes. And I was like,
DLP.
I said Christianity.
Yeah.
I said Christianity. I said
like
Simon.
They got it all here. It was crazy. And then I remember the student center. They had black-owned businesses set up, and I was like, really? Like they're really like pushing like they're pushing
the
our
black
people.
experience.
Yeah, and I was like, that's kind of amazing. And it was crazy because I went from like Morgan being like the last school on my list to being like where I'm here, like immersed. Like I'm not just attending, but like I'm here doing stuff, which I didn't expect myself to be. Like I just thought I was just gonna be here, just getting my education, and that's it.
This is so interesting to me.
Why was it your last school, if I can ask?
I'm from Baltimore, and like
you don't got is it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all you can say. Who wants to go to Morgan? Like,
exactly.
And then also, like, think about it. Everyone's like, oh, a Morgan girl. Like, I still to this day have to, like, try to defend myself. I'm like, I am not a Morgan girl. Like, please stop that whole thing right there.
Tay Cobain didn't really help you with that.
He didn't.
It was a personal choice for you to decide that Morgan was not your top of the list before you came to the open house?
Yeah, it was a personal choice. It was more just like I live here. I drove past this school all the time. Why would I want to be right at Morgan, the school that everyone bashes? Like, let's be honest. Our people in Baltimore bash Morgan. They were like, oh, Morgan,
I didn't know that.
And stuff. So it's just like,
people.
Let me not go there.
You know, before I get here, I had the same thought process as CharNae, and it's just people being like, well, why would you go to Morgan? Especially people from out of town. Like I always find myself asking, like, what made you come here? Like brother.
Me?
Yeah, like
dude. Brother. Yeah, brother, man. Morgan wasn't even on my list at first at all. Not at all. Let me tell you. So I've told this story a lot, but you know the Black Common app is. So basically, you just put your application in there, and it just sends it to like all the HBCUs, basically. Well, it's there for everyone to view if you would like to view it. So my parents and my auntie, shout out my auntie Robin, she forces me to do everything for my own good though. But And so, it was out there, and I see some people accept me, yada, yada, yada. But, you in high school, like, at first you check your email, but then you don't. There's a point where you don't check your email because you realize it's all just spam until it's junior, senior year, because that's when people start really, like, trying to contact you to get you to go to college and stuff. So, for me, I was in that phase where I wasn't checking my email. Little did I know, I checked my email one time. Morgan said, hey, we would like to put you in honors college. And then I got accepted to Grambling State University, but I didn't know till after I was just by Grambling. It's like little stuff like that. I just wasn't checking my email, right? So then Morgan was like, oh, it has yada, 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 And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what the freak this is. Like, I don't know what Morgan is. I didn't even know where it was. So, so then fast forward all the way to, like, April. Then I was like, okay, well, Morgan's here now. $28K for out-state students. I know that's crazy for y'all because it's like $3K for y'all. But and then and then it was like Howard also, but Howard's like $40K. So it was like man. So let's at least visit Morgan and see what happens. I visited here and I was like, yeah, this is school for me. It had the vibe, it had the flow, like it had the black experience that I was yearning for, and like and again, for those of you who don't know, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But Milwaukee's pretty black and everything, but like there's no HBCUs in the Midwest or West Coast area. It's only in the East and part of the South. So for me, going over here, first of all, the East Coast for the first time for real, it was like, yo, this is a culture shock. And then all these black people being successful and looking refined and like just doing good things. It was amazing to me to see, because in Milwaukee, you don't see that a whole bunch. Like a lot of black people over there, they do a lot of just stupid stuff a lot of times. That's what they see in the news and everything. So to see what I saw, it was really dope. And Morgan was just like, I was like, wow, like I don't want to be in Baltimore, but I was like, this is. I like Morgan is the right place. I've learned to love Baltimore more and more and more. I'm here though, but that's what basically sealed the deal for me. Yo.
Can I say that my high school did not push HBCUs at all.
Boo.
Right.
Mine neither.
And I was uninterested. Like, I went to an all-girls private school, and they were, like, really gunning for us to go to PWIs. And I was like, I have to get into these PWIs. And I say that like there's, like, a gun pointed at me.
It's interesting that you say that your school didn't, like, push HBCUs on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was, like, the complete opposite at my school. It was, like, if you don't go nowhere else, if you don't go to college, if you don't want to go anywhere else, go to Morgan. Like they was really pushing, go to Morgan. If you ain't doing nothing else, go there. It was just like,
because it don't cost much.
So what
anyway.
high school did you go to?
I went to Baltimore Polytechnic Institute.
That has a big thing to do with it, because Poly, they're gonna push you. I'm trying to say this correctly, but it being in Baltimore City, I feel like with the magnitude being black, they're going to push you to go somewhere for you,
Mm-hmm.
I went to Western School of Technology, not the Western Tech, the all-girls school, but a different one in Catonsville, which was more mixed. And they pushed to go to UMBC, which is why, of course, that was number one on my list. And they never said anything about HBCUs. Like, that was never on their forefront. They wanted us to be at the highest excelling schools.
You can do that at Morgan.
They didn't see HBCUs as that. And so it's sad when it came, like, decision day. I'm telling people I'm going to Morgan. They're looking at me like, ew. Yeah. Literally. They're like, that's disgusting. And I'm like, okay.
It's interesting that you said it, because I went to Poly.
Mm-hmm.
It had a good black population, but also had a good amount of white population.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like everybody who was black, they like, ew, you going to Morgan?
Right.
And it was just like, it went to a point that I felt a little, like, ashamed that I was going to Morgan.
Same.
Because I was like, everybody else, they going,
Mm-hmm.
What's that school? I'm blanking. UMD.
Yeah.
Or they going.
Everyone at College Park, yeah.
College Park. They going to these big schools.
Dang, I don't want to branch out, God.
Some people going to Howard, and it's just.
Yeah. Penn. People went to Penn, too.
So
and the crazy thing is I got into those schools, so it had nothing to do with, like, intellectual, but they made it seem like I was stupid because I was going to Morgan,
right.
Which, like, kind of skewed my view of Morgan.
Go laugh at them.
They're telling me, like, oh, like, good, you're going to a party school. Look at you. Like, we're going to go do work. I'm like, okay, well, right now I have a 4.0 GPA. I'm doing a lot.
You can party and go do stuff.
I never was the one to care about people's opinions, but I don't know, that decision day and just everybody have these big, gigantic schools out of the country, or not out of the country, I'm sorry, out of the city. and I'm going to Morgan down the street. It's just like, I don't know. It made me feel like I could have excelled, did more.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel you on that. When I was telling people I went to Morgan, they was like, I mean, a lot of them didn't know where it was.
I wanted to ask when you said Morgan, and then it was like, oh, where's that? And then you say Baltimore. Then is that? Oh,
Baltimore. No, they a lot of people would be like, cause like I said, Milwaukee's pretty crime riddled and stuff like that too. It was like, yeah, Baltimore is definitely like Milwaukee. Like that's what I would always get, but they'd be like, it's just a little more dangerous. Like that's what I would get every time. So in my head, I'm like, dang. I said, I got to deal with this more now. Like, it was like in my head, I was like, I mean, I'm used to it because I used to live in the hood area before I ended up moving to the suburbs and everything. But I was just like, well, I know I got to keep my head on the swivel. Like, you know, like, but I already knew that 9 times out of 10, if you went to HBCU, it was going to be one of those neighborhoods. So I knew what I was walking into already. But overall, I'm grateful for my decision regardless. Again, I'm coming to love Baltimore more and more as I'm here, especially as I have a car. 'Cause my freshman year I did not have a car, so you really couldn't explore as much. Having a car changes a lot, or having a friend that can literally drive you everywhere changes a lot. So whichever one you get, that's whatever. Or if you got the money for Ubers, I don't recommend Ubers. I lost a lot of money on Ubers on a trip to LA. Shout out to my friends because I lost a lot of bread.
That's why you use Lyft.
I use both. I almost went broke.
Thanks for the clarification.
You start comparing which one's cheaper.
Yeah.
$2, though.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter at that point. Sometimes the deal's the other way. But either way,
Morgan,
no.
the neighborhood Morgan's in, I feel like is above average. Like
it's in between.
I mean, yeah, if you go down the street,
in between.
right, man. But like,
It gets like it could be worse. It could be way worse.
like no, never mind. But like, it could be worse.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Yeah, don't slander the neighborhoods around you.
All right. On that note, but just any last thoughts that y'all want for like the people who do think about going to Morgan or haven't even thought about it or heard bad things, or just the new students, like any like last words of advice or anything y'all want?
I think for incoming students, just know that we're gunning for you, and there are a lot of amazing people on campus that are students, but also faculty members that are trying to make Morgan and the world better for you. So shout out to you, because you also contribute to that and make Morgan better for the students that come after you too.
Amen.
Yeah.
My thing would just be, when you're making this decision, like, really focus on what you want. Like, don't let other people influence your decision. Like, if you feel like Morgan is a place for you, then do it because you feel like that. Don't let other people tell you anything different. Or if other people are pressuring you to go to Morgan, like your family or stuff, and you want to go somewhere else, like, just do what's best for you because it's your education. You get to make the final. Right, it's your money, your loans. You make that final decision. You do what is best for you. It doesn't have to be Morgan, just whatever's right in your heart.
But we would prefer if you went to Morgan.
We would.
We really would.
We are the Bears.
But yeah, just come to the illustrious Morgan State University, the national treasure of Baltimore, Maryland. And again, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
3 out of 4 people said that, just so you know.
Yeah.
Y'all know that we are the Bears, too.
We are the Bears. What? We don't take no mess. What? We get mad in a minute. Hey, take it in your chest. What did you say? A lot of y'all don't know that. I'm sorry, Antonio, for your lack of experience.
That's one of the things that you learn.
Yeah, that you learned at the thing.
Actually, now that y'all said, I think that was in a video. I just.
You gotta watch the video. Watch videos.
I'm not about to keep watching them just
They
screaming.
probably sat there and said, "All right, we're going to do the trick." We are.
It was like
I'm dead.
It was like a Zoom call, and it was a bunch of people singing a chant.
Oh, that's disgusting. All right, well, so again, did y'all enjoy open house day? Yay or nay? How do y'all feel about Morgan? If there are any, prospect students listening, how do y'all feel about what y'all saw? You wanted more? You got any stories that y'all have from open house or from the past one or the one prior to that and all that? Let us know your thoughts at MSU_BearTV on Twitter, or at me at Deacon Jewels on Twitter as well. Also, follow us at Bear TV MSU on IG, and follow me, Jewels_IS on IG as well. Remember, I dropped the album. Yeah. Time will tell. And do y'all have any socials y'all want to plug before we leave? No.
Nar.
Nar. Nar.
Tony Oak Block on Instagram.
He's famous.
Swave Baby on Twitter. I'm gonna try to make both of them the same name sooner or later.
Hey.
They used to be the same name, but I changed it.
Right.
I do Instagram. I do TikTok. I do Facebook. I do Spotify.
Oh, my bad.
LinkedIn. I'm on everything. You listen to podcasts like this one, I'll be there too. I'm on everything you listen to podcasts on. You like music, I started doing that too.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, Oprah.
Let's see.
Is that Will Smith? Oh, wait, my bad. Wrong person. That's a bad one. That's a bad one.
You want to start boxing? I do that too.
All right.
You're my favorite. Shout out to you.
All right. CharNae, nothing? You're done?
CharNae.
CharNae.
All right, she's done. All right, well, thank y'all for listening to the podcast, and as always, great to be your host. So until next time, enjoy life, everyone. Peace.